Starting a small business. Developing startup ideas. You may choose to become an entrepreneur for any of a number of different reasons, but several motivations may lead you to consider starting an enterprise from scratch rather than pursuing other alternatives. Types of startup ideas. Numerous startups develop from new market ideas, that is, those concerned with providing customers with a product or service that does not exist in a particular market but does exist somewhere else. This image shows the types of ideas that develop into startups. Common sources of startup ideas. Ideas for a startup can come from anywhere, but for now, let's focus on three possible sources: personal work experience, hobbies and personal interests, accidental discovery. Personal work experience. One of the primary sources of startup ideas is personal work experience. Often knowledge gleaned from a present or former job allows a person to see possibilities for modifying an existing product, improving service, becoming a supplier that meets an employer's needs better than current vendors, or duplicating a business concept in a different location. Hobbies and personal interests. Sometimes hobbies grow beyond being leisure activities to become businesses, and they can add surprising energy to the startup process. Other idea leads. Tap personal contacts with potential customers and suppliers, professors, patient attorneys, former or current employees or coworkers, venture capitalists, and chamber of commerce. It's not what you know, but who you know sometimes. Go for what is in high demand. Using innovative thinking to generate business ideas. Combine two businesses to create a market opening. Begin with a problem in mind, recognize a hot trend and ride the wave. Keep an eye on new technology. Outside-in analysis. Entrepreneurs are usually more successful when they study a business context in order to identify potential startup opportunities and determine which are most likely to accomplish their goals. The general environment. General environment encompasses a number of important trends: economic trends, socio-cultural trends. Besides economic and social cultural trends, you also have political, legal trends, global trends, technological trends, and demographic trends. The industry environment. An entrepreneur will be even more directly affected by the startups industry than by general environment. Five factors that determine the nature and degree of competition in an industry. 1. New competitors. 2. Substitute product or services. 3. Rivalry. 4. Suppliers. And 5. Buyers. Entrepreneurs who understand industry influences can better identify high potential startup opportunities. Building on internal resources and capabilities. The term resources refers to those inputs an entrepreneur can use to start up and or operate a business. Tangible resources are visible and easy to measure. Intangible resources is invisible and difficult to access. Whereas resources are inputs to the work of a business, capabilities are best viewed as the company's routines and process that coordinate the use of these productive assets to achieve desired outcomes. Core competencies and competitive advantage. Once entrepreneurs have an accurate view of their resources and capabilities, they'll be in a better position to identify core competencies that can be created, used to compete. Core competencies are those crucial capabilities that distinguish a company competitively and reflect its general focus and personality. Competitive advantage, which gives a startup or businesses the upper hand by helping it to provide products or services that customers will choose over available alternatives. Integrating internal and external analysis. This integration is best revealed through SWOT analysis, standing for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, which provides a simple overview of a venturous strategic situation. Outside in and inside out approaches comes together in the SWOT analysis to help identify potential business opportunities that match the entrepreneur and his or her planned venture. This is an image of SWOT factors. Selecting strategies that capture opportunities. A strategy is, in essence, a set of actions that coordinates the resources and commitments of a business to boost its performance. Choosing a strategy that makes sense for a particular entrepreneur and startup is critical early step towards superior performance. Types of strategies. These you have broad-based strategy options, cost-based strategy, differentiation-based strategy, focus strategy. Focus strategy selection and implementation. For starters, focus strategies can be set up in the following ways. 1. By restricting the target market to a single subset of customers. 2. By emphasizing a single product or service. 3. By limiting the market to a single geographical region. 4. By concentrating on the superiority of the product or service. Screening new business ideas. After you find a few ideas that seem to be winners, then you really need to decide on the business idea that you want to consider further. The business idea screening process can help you do this because a business idea screening tool is designed to provide a quick assessment. It is by no means comprehensive. It only takes into account the merits of an idea relative to 5 very important factors. Is your startup idea feasible? A feasible analysis is a preliminary assessment of a business idea that gauges whether or not the venture envisioned is likely to succeed. Of course, it may also indicate that the concept has merit, but only if it is modified in some important way. This is an image of feasibility analysis framework. Market potential. It is important to make clear the distinction between a market and an industry, as two are very different. Regardless of the final outcome, completing a feasibility analysis will let you know what needs to be done before you commit time, money, and energy to complete a full-scale business plan. This will be under New Venture Leadership. This is my hyperlinks to my references. Thank you.